Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and to Disco Elysium. So let's talk with this figure up here. Oh, we gotta take a step back to talk to it apparently. Is that a man? Looks more like a part of the carpentry of the building came alive and is now staring you intently. Reaction speed, okay. The crabman. Hey, who's there? The man leans forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
Okay, you come to the right place. That accent is Villa Lobos, a peninsula in Mesk and a district in Jamrock. There's a sizable contingent of Villabos speaking Mesk in River Shroll. The right place for what?
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This
Okay.
man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
I mean, sure, we do. Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay it off already. Sheesh. True. Um. Hmm. I have a bit of a problem. It's been getting out of hand lately, but
Está crudo, way. I see deep inside you. Your body and your spirit are suffering greatly from overindulgence. And you don't even know it.
great, more patronizing, so original. I'm very in touch with my suffering. I don't even know what I'm feeling. Uh, hmm. I'm very in touch with my suffering.
Not all of it. I was like you once. You don't know all the havoc El Vino is
So
wrecking
the
on your
wine.
mind and your spirit. Necesita parar, homie.
Okay.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Okay, Kim. For some reason I feel like you have a point there. Just your tie. Who do you think you are? Some crazy guy under at the roof? What is this shit? Uh, hmm. I don't even know what this is. All's well and good, but we need to talk about. I feel like you have a point there.
Don't
Yeah.
trust me. Trust the
Wasteland of
mother.
reality.
I'm only the messenger, Holmes.
His voice echoes in the cold air of the church. Okay, don't, the thought is wasteland of reality. Is that an anti like alcohol stuff? Temporary search minus two physical instruments. Okay, insomnia. It has been brought to your attention that you're an alcoholic, and that is a sickness, and it's killing you. You're crawling on your knees through life, your booze-filled belly dragging on the ground, your brain is now fuzzy, now in overdrive, your hair is sticking together with today's cold sweat and yesterday's vomit. Perhaps they're right. Admit anything is better than this, even bone-dry reality itself. Maybe you can quit? Ooh, I think this is what I thought I want to do. Yeah, I think I want to do that actually. And we do have a skill point. Oh, do I want to put a skill point in this? Like, do I want to open a thought and do that? I know I have Kingdom of Conscience to do still. Hmm. When it rains warmer, democracy is coming to a mystery region. They does, can they not? Hmm. Rigorous self-critique. That's the, hmm. Whatever made you this way, you can be damn sure it was your own fault. Do it. Really criticize yourself. Who knows, you might uncover something of importance from your guilt-ridden past. Yeah, I wanted to do this. I definitely want to do this. I'm not sure about this. I don't know what this is gonna bring, probably. Motorway south. Uh, hmm. Like Kingdom of Conscience, Rigorous Self-Critique, and Wasteland of Reality are all things I want to do. Right now, though, I'm gonna unlock that here, confirm, and do Wasteland of Reality. I know it's -2 physical instrument, but later on it's gonna give something else. 20 hours, that's alright. Okay, I decided to just do that. Okay, trust the mother.
This is the church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
It sways gently on the beams, waiting for you to take it all in. You have no idea what the fuck it's talking about. Is it just trying to throw you off your game? Whatever it is, he's quite confident about it. Just look how graceful it sways. Taste not an act, my liege. Saving, perchance he had deceived his very self. This man is a zealot. Um, hmm. You must be the crab man. Never known myself to be a crab, but if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it. It's really more like a spider. I considers this for a moment. I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. He pauses. Maybe that I gotta work on my technique. That's not the only technique he's working on. Look at those carved sculptures. And is that a satchel of tools over there? Satchel of tools. Wait, did you also carve all those sculptures? 5 XP. I sure am. Whittling wood used to be something I just did to busy my hands. Now I use those same hands in service of something greater than my own restlessness. I got some nice curves going on there. That derivative. Once I don't get it. Sure. It's all just for the mother, man. No need to overthink it. What about you before you became a craftsman and a woodcarver? I was in a gang, way, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone. A certain burden of doom. Um, that's my memory too, but I like it. Definitely no. So you used to be in a gang. Certain important of doom. No, is not easy. It's not like that. Best thing that could happen to you, losing your memory. Do you remember your name, sir? 5 XP. Tiago is my name, but those syllables don't mean much to me in these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place among your fellows, your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore. My name's Harry. Um, my place in the world is Lieutenant Double Yifritor. Uh, I mean, he's probably not gonna come down from there, so let's just go with this. That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters. He sounds melancholy saying this. His limbs a mere shadow below the ceiling. What are you doing here? This is a special place. There is a perforation in the world up there, a way out into nothingness. It nods towards the ceiling. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration. I circle it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly. Uh, okay, who's this mother silence you keep on talking about? Oh, that's no simple question, is it? She is one who can't be painted or sculpted. She's a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will. What will happen once you drink from this perforation? I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, a one with the state of the world before reality began. That sounds a bit like substitution behavior, you know? You're not thinking too about that. You sure you didn't just switch one for another? It's not like that at all, man. Just faith and joyful service. So gleeful, those words. He's lying, not to you, to his very own self. Fate is that. I've heard that before, Way. He shakes his head, and I know I can't convince you on the spot, but think. When is the last time you woke up from a silent communion with a hangover, regretting what you did last night? I think love might have been my choice, and I think I'm still hungover from it. She took you for a good spin, huh? He looks at you gravely. Don't worry, bro. That love is but a drop compared to the ocean of one's mother's love. Oh, of the mother's love. The mother will eat all of you and never spit you out. I guess you have a point. Let's agree to disagree. I was being insensitive. Sorry, let's move on. Uh, guess you have a point. I mean, sure. I know it's will take time. Don't sweat it. I said I understand what you're doing in the church. I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing at the mother's glory. Can you sing for me? It doesn't really make sense for you to sing if the mother's of silence. Um, I mean, true. He laughs. I don't mean literal singing, homies. This is the mother of silence we're talking about. It's the singing of a burning heart. You may be thinking, but fire crackles, no, Holmes. That's the material that Wait, no homes, that's the material that's burning. The flames themselves are without sound. Okay, that was a weirder way of saying it. How did you even find this place, this church? Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, way. I didn't belong to me. Ah, this yours? Showing the scarves and the shoes. I think they were, a long time ago. It looks at the red clothing items in your hand. I had to shed them like skins to get closer to the center of the silence. You can have them. I don't need them anymore. They look pretty dapper, actually. Okay. Right, I had other questions. You've been here a long time. Do you know why the church was abandoned? Police raid a while back. He responds, his voice suddenly flat. Did you witness it? Not really, or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything. Okay, so you know where the other spooker is. Or the spooker? Oh, es a viejita muy estudiosa. He laughs. Don't know, Holmes. Viejita is grandma? Okay. Wait, so there is another person living in the church and is a viejita? No, I just call her Vegeta because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. He scratches his head. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear. And you don't know where she is. That's what I say, Holmes. How can you not know that when you both live here? Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We've got different interests. So you got nothing else to tell me? How she looks, what she does, who is she? I'm afraid not, is it? You just have to wait until she comes back, or he shrugs. Or search through her radio computer. Okay. Some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub. The ones in the tent outside, right? I seen them. Guessing they're the ones who call me a crab. Probably scared of me. Wait, do they have reason to be scared? Nah, man. They look pretty funny, and I don't harm no one anymore anyway. So, what do you think about the nightclub that is? Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there in imbibing. I ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go. Might even be nice to have some company. Okay. Uh, just soon getting away with some enterprising youth. Their business looks promising. Wouldn't bother me none having some music here. Um, wait. I see. I want to see if he says something like different. I have to say it's a great idea. You should support it. Absolutely, man. It wouldn't bother me not to have them. Okay, so it's the same. Okay, thanks. Up flight. Tremble. The time is now. Sava? What? What time? Time for the show. For the show, I guess. The hallowed time of fear and disintegration. A countdown has begun. All will collapse on itself. The world will disappear into a single grain of blackness. All sound will be muted. All life will scream. What is that? Oh, don't make me read that. Um, uh, I am trying to like see is if it's like some kind of language that I can understand. I don't know. I don't really understand what it's saying. I'm trying, but this seems like a we something. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Wait. When did this countdown begin? Monday morning. The moment you arrived in this reality, you are the first crack in the sheer face of God. From you, it will spread. This is because of the insane word ending I've been saying, isn't it? Yes, you spoke of the words of the whatever, and the houses of Pericarnassus. Items, people, even words will tumble. All will lose its meaning in the coming years. That's why you marked yourself. I'm sure it's not just a joke or some kind of coping mechanism. Uh, it totally also a coping mechanism. Okay, I'm a little afraid. So it should be. The world is long. Well, the world island crumbles at your feet, and in the far plain, something. Perhaps just a thought. This has something to do with the hangover. Uh, I do think the world might end soon. Upting. Cup of the apocalypse. The face of the woman fractures. There will be hurt killing. We all become vapor. I just hopped into something, Cup of the Apocalypse. It's not your normal everyday doom crying either. Something a truly colossal approaching the glooming, the culling, the bloodletting of unimaginable proportions. Until now, you've been pleasantly vague about the precise nature of this cataclysm. No more. Put the bloodletting on the burner and really figure out what's threatening the fragile physical reality you just found yourself in. So I guess this is gonna break the fourth wall. Like they're thinking that it's gonna end like whenever the game ends, basically, or something like that. But yeah, okay. So we had that going on. We talked with the guy. I guess we can go back to the people. But first, I want to check that machinery in that hole. Stained glass window. In white, silver, and apricot faience, the young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She's impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad, a dark and radiant majesty. This is her innocence Dolores Day. Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. You should kneel. Sure, kneel. Oh, we actually knelt. Nice. Your knees touch the floor. The floorboards are hard and cold. There you kneel among the snowdrifts, the diffuse light falling on your hands from beyond the glass. Close your eyes first. The world is silent, but for the cracks and cracks of the massive wooden, creaks and cracks of the massive wooden structure behind you. It covers you from the wind outside. The ocean feels distant, its ebb and flow blocked off by a centuries-old pinewood sarcophagus around you. Cold air seeps through the cracks in the glass, cooling and the sweat on your forehead makes you shudder. In the darkness, you sense their eyes on you, inspecting you with their multicolored glass, as if you're a bug under a microscope. Open your eyes. Alright? The woman looks down at you kneeling. She towers among her followers, architects, laymen, courtiers. There is a sad smile on her lips and a glint in her green-blue eye. Of what? Compassion? Remorse? She acknowledged the passing of someone who is still alive. It's compassion, probably. As that soft word passes through your mind, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder. Do the same as you get up. Okay, we're getting up and we are gonna do the cross. Maybe not, actually. Your fingertips touch your chest 4 times. Then you rise from your knees into the apricot color light of the window. Above you, the woman still smiles her distant smile, sundered by the crack in the glass. Okay, we gained a couple things here. Reconstructed cracked glass, 58%. How did I know this is the mother of humanism? 92%. This is Dolores Day. The old woman in the village was right. He looks around. This must be the Dolorian Church of Humanity Martinez, or the small Pinewood Church in some records. You know the place? It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. He lowers his voice. It was built not long after Revachol founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers. On the coast of an uninhabited archipelago, where only animals had roamed before, in the wild reeds. What else do you know? There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast, les sept sœurs, they called them, the 7 sisters. Only one remains, the rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials. We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find anything connected to lynching here. Something else, perhaps. He looks at the machinery lying around. Respectful? Is the lieutenant a follower of Dolorianism? Kim, are you a follower of Dolorianism? Yes, we all are. Her name, body, and rule are synonymous with humanism. The law we enforce are Dolorian in origin. Stroke your chin first. The woman looks by in silence, smiling enigmatically. I didn't think you were spiritual. It's not spiritual, it's constitutional. The Dolorian system does not demand faith, only accordance. Okay, let's try this first. 92%. How did I know this is the mother of humanism? Success. Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is our innocence Dolores Day, the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps the most famous human being ever to have lived. No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still. And will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men. Wait, what exactly is an innocence? I've heard the system. The highest category of historic individual, an embodiment of the world spirit. Ruler? More, An innocence is elected to office by the founding party, a precedent that has taken place a mere 6 times in the entirety of history. The legal system of the real belt is built to accommodate innocentic rule, surely coincide with our time. An instance is infallible. The decisions made by one are not decisions, they are inevitabilities. What would have happened anyway? Only accelerated, packed into decades instead of centuries. An innocence is a continuous compressed event, a sacred human being. It is an honor and glory to live when one is in office. Is one in office now? No, we are alone. Okay, when did she rule? 300 years ago, in the wake of the discovery of this isla, the Insul Indian, by explorers from the continent of Mundi, she is, among other things, the innocence of interstellar travel and connected world. What else do I know about her? Many things. You know, she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential marquise, and eventually the principal advisor of Irene la Navigateur, queen of Suresnes, modern-day Solaclef. Also, that she was gorgeous beyond beauty. Draped in ancient sadness, are you sure you want to remember this bit of historical trivia? Standing under her long, slender form like this, dwarfed. Where is this coming from? The past. It's a silo of sadness, fermenting. You should keep it away. No, you must know. Okay, what else? Was she smart? Terribly. Women on the court were expected to play both counter bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man. A similar grasp in matters of philosophy, theology, and science was encouraged. She was by all means a kept woman. She made the most of her position in the antediluvian court, a court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. In secret, she was becoming the era's preeminent philosopher of the state. A scalpel, a piercing gaze. She was an almost preternaturally magnetic and intelligent individual. To her contemporaries, she appeared out of time, a messenger from the future of the species. We all fell in love with her, head over heels. Even before she was declared an innocence, her influence was tremendous. How come? It was on her advice that Irene La Navigateur sponsored a number of voyages into the Pale, a costly, often tragic endeavor, ultimately vindicated by the discovery of the new world, the piece of reality you're standing on. She was crowned 2 years after the first expedition returned, setting in motion what is widely considered the greatest era in history, the DeLorean era. Wow. Wow, indeed. When her innocence was declared and the queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her, she was so overcome with emotion that her lungs started glowing in her chest. Bystanders reported golden filaments lighting the already sunlit chamber around her, clearly visible beneath her dress. That is why the lungs are the symbol of love for the cultures of the real belt. I want more. As did we all, the lands of Mesk and the Oskinent ever even far away supramundi, altogether 21 of the 40 mondial nations of the time, immediately accepted Innocentic rule, even before her crowning. Crowning? In a city called Ad Versperacit, in Vesper Messina, her homeland. The name of the city means evening comes, but it happened on a winter's morning with the canal frozen and slush falling out of the sky. She was dressed in a white and pearl dress on an emptied up plaza, with a crowd far away. Already Arterias, the secret servicemen of the Innocents, were worried about an assassination attempt. She must have been beautiful. Oh yes, she looked like humanity's younger mother, a perfect mother, insultingly beautiful. It was as if her face and shoulders, head, and hands were covered in a soft down of under feathers. You know this well, very well. Midwinter snow was beating the cobblestone around her. A small attaché of officials stood by as her terriers placed a white gold wreath on her head. The crowning was mostly witnessed by Secret Servicemen. Then what? One of the men in his Secret Service killed her 22 years later, a young man who had come to suspect that Dolores Day was not entirely human, but something else. What? Something that had walked in our midst, watching us stumble for hundreds, if not thousands of years, until they decided to interfere in the course of our history. We were supposed to come up with this ourselves. The man was reported to have screamed at the innocents. Doris Day was shot in the chest with a fowling piece 8 times. The man, thought to be insane, said he once touched her and her body had been naturally warm like a furnace, and that sometimes while on duty he observed her forgetting to breathe for over 10 minutes. This inhuman quality was witnessed by many others as well, glowing lungs and all. It is commonly attributed to mass hysteria and religious psychology. Was there something terrifying about her? Terrifying is a term too emotionally changed for your semantics memory, or charged, or what remains of it, but terrifying. It's a simple word. She was bad for humanity and you shouldn't have started thinking about her. Hmm. There was something bad about her I wanted to know. You already do. Although she is often considered to be the greatest human being to ever live, there was something ominous about Dolores Day. Constantly surrounded by her terriers, she was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the innocences. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal for the campaigns she waged against the masked state. And then there were the resettlement programs. What happened? The masked state tried to detach itself from innocent rule. Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash from accelerating into secularism. Her mandatory education programs and mass resettlement of upstream migrants were problematic as well. The centers were suppressed by a military force she called the Army of Humanity, suggesting those who fight against it are not part of humanity. She adored chess, yes, but also military war games. Doris Day often holds a tiny thin soldier between her index finger and thumb. In icons such as this, she was also blonde, the blondest woman you've ever seen, with green eyes the color of the Pisantic mare interregnum. 5 XP. Little is known of her Marquis' husband, as if he vanished from history after completing his role, which was to introduce Dolores Day to court. In conclusion, yes, there is something lonely, paranoid, and even terrifying that people seldom mention, but feel when they think of her. This subtle terror is part of her iconography. Lieutenant Yefreitor, you've stood there for over 5 minutes. The lieutenant's calm voice echoes in the cold air of the church. What are you thinking of, if I may ask? Hmm. Someone connected to the case. Glowing lungs. Just look around, she's weird, she's not human. We have war criminal. Uh, hmm. She was probably human. Just a very cold person and very smart. I mean, she might be. She's somewhat connected to the case. She's been there for 300 years. I'm almost 1,000% certain she's connected to the case. He takes his glasses out to clean them. None of this is, in fact. This church, the coast, this isn't a good place to get lost in. Okay, reconstruct the cracked glass. 50%. Success! Nice. Aha! So that's how it looked. So she reigns over some kind of king, and then the other people. A jigsaw of broken shards falls into place in front of you. A ghostly reconstruction of the stained glass window. Before it was shattered, there was an older woman beneath the younger one. In a text, a leitmotif below them both. What shattered this mosaic? Hmm. Unknown. Motor carriage, a gunshot, someone falling into it, or maybe just hooligans looking for something to break. Who is this older woman? The escutcheon on her throne says Irene the Navigator. She is depicted as an older woman wearing a thick-rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden Reichsapfel in one hand and a scepter in the other. This is the queen her innocence they advised. Above, she herself is whole. Small figures of wise men, common men, worshippers walk up the stairs to stand at her feet. Secret Service men, terriers, stand in row guarding her. It must have taken years to reproduce this work in all its dizzying details. The motto, what does it say? Below both women, in luminous black letters, Après la mort, la vie de nouveau. Open the way, that, or something like that. I don't understand all of it. 5 XP gained, nice. And then along the left side, après le monde, après le monde de nouveau. Something about opening like a new world or something. Okay, here it is. After life, that. After that, life again. After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. This is the great leitmotif of humanism, a summary of the effect of the discovery of this Isola, the Insular Indian, on human thinking. A tremendous sea change akin to finding life after that. Okay. Tendencies used to say afterlife after that, after that life again. He nods. After the word, the pale. After the pale, the word again. This exaltation is common in DeLorean sacralism. In the early years, it was even incorporated as the RCM slogan. No more, however. Why? I was then subservient to use a strongly moral internet-related motto. We are orally suspected of bootlicking. The sentence was also seen as too feminine. It was a macho thing. What is the same motto now? Justice, union, prudence, and force. Uh, okay, I don't want to say this. Not very feminine. Not at all. Step back. All right. The mother of humanism towers above you, wax painting on cracked pane glass. Nothing has changed in her expression. Turn away. Oh, that was a big long talk. The episode is over 30 minutes now, so don't mind if I close it right here. So, as always, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.